Danny Riehm, NOLA Cardinals, and of course it's a big week for you. Talk about what's happening.
Yeah, we got the Connie Mack Regional here in New Orleans, the South Regional at Tulane. We got 10 teams in a big old double elimination bracket, so we're excited about it. Some really good teams from Texas, Colorado, all coming down here to try to punch their ticket to Farmington, New Mexico for the Connie Mack World Series in late July.
Talk about Connie Mack and the players that participate, what level they're at.
Yeah, it's a 19 and under brand of baseball. You couldn't turn 19 before May 1st. So it's a little younger than Legion, but a really good brand of baseball. It's wood bat, so it's the true game, American League rules. Really solid teams across the country fighting to get into the Connie Mack World Series in Farmington, New Mexico. They've had it since 1965, so it's one of those situations where the whole town shuts down and it's all about that event that week, which is July 20th through the 29th this year. And we're hoping to punch out ticket and represent Louisiana on a grand stage. They put 8,000 people in the stands. They've got a deal with CBS, with Peacock streaming. So it's a really good amateur World Series, one of the best ones that's out there.
You've got a host of local players, obviously, contributing and part of the team. Talk about that.
Yeah, we do. We're excited. We've got guys from Rummel, Jesuit, John Curtis, Lakeshore, just a lot of really solid local programs. From Rummel, you look at Red Centani, Brock Bullinger, Brady Schmidt, Giancarlo Arancibia. So, really good players that played for Coach Cazzo in the state championship game there this year against Jesuit. From Jesuit, we've got Bryce Pitts, which was one of their top arms, Dominic Latord from Lakeshore, Reed Duthu from Curtis. We've got some players from St. Thomas More out in Lafayette. Cass Hargis, the former Holy Cross coach, sent us some really nice players. So got some guys from Hammond. Just a really good mix of kids from across, southern Louisiana, and they've come together. They're playing well. Got it transitioned to the wood bat, which took a little time, but we're starting to swing it pretty good now. We pitch it well, play really good defense, so we think we'll be in the mix.
What do you think about the competition? Talk about who you expect to be tough.
Yeah, it's a tough regional. It's really, really going to be difficult. Like I said, we feel like we've got the team to navigate it, but it's going to be tough. You've got Marucci Elite coming in from Texas. They were in the championship game of the Joplin, Missouri Regional a week ago trying to qualify. They got beat 6-5 in the championship game in Joplin. You have UBC Batterack coming. They were in the championship series in Colorado last week, very close to qualifying, lost 3-2 in the championship game in the best of 3 series. The Acadiana Cajuns just got in because of a team that dropped out that was no longer coming from Dallas. They're really good. They've got a lot of really nice players on that squad, and they were in the semifinals of the Joplin, Missouri Regional. So it's some big-time baseball teams headed to New Orleans to try to get to the Connie Mack World Series.
And a good venue as well.
Yeah, Tulane. Jay Ullman's a great guy, very supportive of our program, always has been. He's got a great relationship with Todd Buster with NOLA Baseball, and they've been hosting this event for the last 2 years at Tulane. So obviously a beautiful park on turf. It'll be very hot, but we don't have to worry about any kind of rain. With the turf, you just get right back on it as soon as it stops. So it's always a great thing.
10-team format. They're talking about how many games you have to win to win it all.
Yeah, if you go 4-0, you can win it, but it's a bracket that once you get to the third round, they start doing various matchups based on common opponents and records and different things like that. So it's a true bracket until you get to the deeper part of the tournament. Then it goes to some Connie Mack-based rules for matchups.
And what would it mean to win it and go to Farmington?
Yeah, it would be great. It's a grand stage from what I'm told. We experienced the Legion World Series in 2019, which was a great event in Shelby, North Carolina, and I'm told that this one is just as good or even bigger in some respects. They put 8,000 people in the stands. It's all about that event. They do a parade through the town to get things started. When you look at the major league players that have played Connie Mack baseball, it's pretty mind-blowing. So it's a grand stage for amateur baseball, and we would love nothing more than to represent Louisiana in it.
And finally, how many teams go to Farmington? How many regionals to get there?
12. They have 4 automatic bids, one of which is the host team, and then you have 8 regionals across the country throughout the month of June and early July that qualify.
Danny, thank you. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate the coverage.